Oof, gaslighting. If you're watching this video, that means someone in your life is really messing with your head. Hi, my name's Angelica. I'm a master certified life coach, a certified relationship coach, a certified meditation instructor, and the author of the popular toxic relationship book called The Asshole Pandemic, which you can find on Amazon. The things we're going to go over in this video today can really help you in your relationship, especially since you're in a relationship with someone who uses gaslighting techniques. In this video, we're going to cover 3 different ways that you can disarm a gaslighter. And I really want you to remember these 3 things that I'm talking about because they are based off of the most common gaslighting techniques found in toxic relationships. Let's go ahead and get started with number 1. You find yourself in a situation where you approach your partner over an issue that's really hurting you. It's really impacting you. But instead of your partner being receptive to that and wanting to work through it with you, they turn around and make it all about themselves and how you approaching them negatively impacts them. They do it in a way that causes you to feel guilty about even approaching them about this. So now not only are you still struggling with the pain that they caused you or whatever is bothering you, but you also feel really guilty for even telling them about it. But there is a reason why someone who gaslights does this. They're doing this because being held responsible for their actions causes them to feel uncomfortable, and they don't like feeling uncomfortable. That's a them problem, not a you problem. Because their comfort shouldn't come at the cost of your pain. Now that they've done this, it causes you to feel hesitant to even approach them about issues in the future, and that's why they do it. But I want you to remember that how they feel doesn't diminish the pain and damage they are causing you. They are responsible for their own actions, and it is their responsibility to stop whatever it is they're doing that's causing you to hurt. If your loved one tells you that you bringing up the pain causes them distress or discomfort or any other negative emotion, I want you to remember that all that you are doing is lifting up a mirror and showing them their own reflection. It's not that you're hurting them, they just don't like the reflection they're seeing. So they're blaming you for holding up that mirror. It's not your fault that they don't like the reflection. And if they don't like what they see, then it's their responsibility to do internal work and change that so they can become a healthier version of themselves. So how would you even respond to a gaslighting statement involving this kind of a situation? Well, you can say to them something like, I understand that's how you feel. But how you feel, it doesn't take away from the fact that I'm still hurt over this. It's not helping me to heal. And the pain that I'm feeling, it really impacts me. And it really matters to me. So what are some things that can be done to change this? What I really need from you right now is to stop doing this action that's causing me this pain and that's impacting me so deeply. Is that something you are open to doing? Let's move on to number 2. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where something happens that is a pretty big deal to you, but your partner turns around and makes it seem like it's not that big of a deal? Maybe they try to make you seem like you're dramatic or way too sensitive. Or maybe they're claiming that you're being over the top or just hormonal. They might even claim that you're turning molehills into mountains. And all of these things, it really makes you wonder if you are actually making a big deal out of something that's nothing. But here's the thing, if it was really not that big of a deal, then you wouldn't be reacting the way that you are. You are reacting this way, you're feeling this way because it's impacting you, because it is a big deal to you. Just because they don't get it, that doesn't diminish the impact that it has on you. It's clearly an issue that needs to be addressed and worked through. So how do you even approach someone that just rolls their eyes when you bring something up that really matters to you and tells you that it's not that big of a deal whenever you're trying to explain to them why you're being impacted by this? I want you to consider saying something like this: your perspective doesn't take away from my reality. It might not seem like a big deal to you, but it's a big deal to me. So what are we gonna do to work through this? Now, before we get to number 3, I want to take a moment and say, if you're not already following my channel, don't forget to do so. And if you're enjoying this video and want me to create more, I would love for you to click like on it and share your thoughts in the comment section below. Now let's hop on to number 3. Sometimes your loved one doesn't understand why you would be hurt over something. And they try to get you to care as little as they do by saying something like, why would that even hurt you? It's not a big deal, or it's nothing. So we get it. They don't understand why you're in pain because they don't feel your pain. They're not able to really connect with the why. So let me kind of give you something to think about. I want you to imagine that your loved one is carrying a really heavy box, and they just so happen to accidentally or on purpose drop that box on your foot. You feel a searing pain shoot through your foot, and you're like, oh my god, that freaking hurts. Now I want you to imagine your loved one giving you that same reaction, scoffing or being like, why would that even hurt you? It's not that big of a deal. But they're not the ones who just had a heavy box dropped on their foot. They don't feel that pain, you do. And even if they say something like, well, I didn't mean to hurt you, well, that doesn't take away from the fact that you're hurt. Intentional or not, it still caused you pain. Now let's move this story from a physical pain to the emotional pain you're going through. They hurt you. That matters. The pain you feel is valid. It's there. It's real. Just because they're not feeling it, that doesn't take away that you're hurting. And this action needs to be addressed so that they don't repeat it. So what is an example of something that you can say to address this kind of a thing? Well, you can say something like, your opinion doesn't diminish my pain. Even if you don't understand why I'm hurt, you need to accept that I'm hurt. And I want us to work through this together so that I am able to move forward from this. Thank you so much for taking the time and watching my video. Don't forget to check out the other videos I have on my channel on relationships and how to navigate through them. I hope you have a beautiful day.